Washington with us. Good amount of you, good amount of you. I see you're enjoying the hazy IPA, so I'm going to pick on you guys. Where are you from? Just arrived from Brooklyn. Very nice. Well, welcome. Fresh off the plane, huh? Well, welcome to the West Coast. First time out here? Very nice, very nice. Well, you couldn't have picked a better time. Like, this weather we're experiencing, Seattle's best kept secret, all right? So when you go back home to Brooklyn, tell them it rains the whole time, okay? Help us keep that secret. All right, any international travelers with us here? All right, my man, you were the first one with your hand up, so I'm picking on you. Where are you from? Spain, very nice. Well, thank you for, geez, crossing the Atlantic, like traveling all around the world just to be here with us today. Honored. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys, real quick, I got to share two nautical terms that are going to be really handy during our trip around the bay. They are the words port and starboard. If you're facing the front of the ship here, port is going to be on your left-hand side. Starboard is going to be on your right-hand side. I like to say that starboard is where all the Starbucks currently are, okay? If you keep those words in the back of your head, you are going to do fantastic. Well, let's put those words to use, shall we? Starboard side, just ahead of us here, you can't miss this. We've got the Seattle Great Wheel. When it was originally built, it was the tallest Ferris wheel in the entire nation. But then shortly after completion, Las Vegas found out about it, and despite what they say down in Texas, everything's actually bigger in Vegas. So they built something a little taller, but I gotta say, this one's still my favorite. Beautiful views of the Puget Sound while you're in there. And as the sun goes down, keep an eye out for this bad boy. It looks absolutely gorgeous when it lights up at night. But my favorite place to visit here on the waterfront, ever since I was a little boy growing up in this area, just beyond the wheel, we've got Pier 59, the Seattle Aquarium. The Seattle Aquarium, a little different compared to your typical SeaWorld, that sort of thing. By the way, everybody wave to the orca boat we're passing here. We're obligated to wave at all the other visitors. You know what everybody on that boat has in common? They all wish they were on this boat. All right, the Pier 59 Seattle Aquarium, different compared to your typical SeaWorld. They're not teaching animals how to do tricks over there. They're more focused on research, rehabilitation, and education. And one of my favorite exhibits over there is the giant Pacific octopus. The giant Pacific octopus, named that for a very good reason. And that is because it is the largest species of octopi on planet Earth. As a matter of fact, the tentacle span of a giant Pacific octopus can reach 33 feet across. To help you visualize that, this boat that we're on, 34 feet wide. So if there's one of those octopi in the smack dab center of this top deck, you can reach out and touch almost everybody up here. Now, I mentioned that there's no animals doing tricks at the aquarium, and that is true with the exception of one little cutie that goes by the name of Mishka. Mishka, she's a sea otter, and unfortunately she's the first sea otter known to science to ever come down with a case of otter asthma. So because of that, the folks at the aquarium taught Mishka how to use a cat inhaler. And whenever she's having trouble breathing, she'll swim up to that inhaler, move in with her nose, get a spritz of the medicine she needs, goes on her happy little otter way, which is pretty great. And by the way, did you guys know this? Sea otters, when they sleep, they actually hold hands with each other. That act is called rafting, and they do that so when they are asleep, they don't drift apart and lose their significant otter. Thank you very much. I'll be here the whole trip. Definitely visit the aquarium. It is so much fun over there. Another great place to visit while you're in town, just a little farther up the hill. You see those red umbrellas up there? That's the backside of the Pike Place Market. The second busiest tourist attraction here in town, but definitely not a tourist trap. All of us locals like to go there as well. I'm constantly going up there to grab bites for lunch. I highly recommend checking out the bakery called Three Girls Baking. Fantastic cookies up there, as well as life-changing meatloaf sandwiches. So good. But if you're in the market for ice cream, I highly suggest going up to the market and visiting Salt and Straw. Small batch, high quality ice creams. And of course they have their classic flavors, but they also get creative. they actually have a blue cheese and pear ice cream. And believe it or not, it works. They also have a monthly rotation of different unique ice creams they do. This month's theme is pie, and they have a cherry honey almond pie ice cream. It's amazing. Most importantly, they do free samples, so definitely check it out while you're at the Pie Place Market. Now, just ahead of us, starboard side, we have a place I love telling stories about. This is the Edgewater.